morning on the Caniac broadcast at 6 a.m. I'm Lynn Sayer.
And I'm Jacqueline Romero, and we have breaking news of a bloody riot that happened last night.
Lady Macbeth committed suicide in the heat of the riot at 40 years old.
And new research states that Lady Macbeth killed herself due to mental illness.
After the riot, the heir of King Duncan, Malcolm, was crowned king. However, is he fit for the throne? We are live with Troy Chin on what happened during the riot.
49 lives were taken in this bloody riot against the tyrant Macbeth. In retaliation of the bodies he buried, soldiers brought trees from Burnham Wood to Dunsinane Hill, where King Macbeth and Lady Macbeth resided. It is reported that Lady Macbeth was dead and committed suicide from her tower in Macbeth's castle. Doctors state she died from a mental illness. We are now live with Dr. Adelaide Campbell for more information.
According to scientific studies, Lady Macbeth possibly suffered from multiple diagnoses of bipolar disorder, depression, and PTSD. It is reported that Lady Macbeth saw vivid hallucinations, mood swings, and had insomnia. We are live with someone who reported seeing her sleepwalk. When His Majesty went into the field, I used to see her rise from her bed, and she would throw her nightgown upon her, and then unlock her closet, take forth paper and write upon it, read it, afterwards seal it, and again she would return to bed. And yet all this while she was asleep. It's just hard to believe that she's dead. It's really emotional for me. New research indicates that guilt is the most likely possible diagnosis of her mental state. This supports her lack of self-awareness and why her guilty conscience drove her crazy. Now, to the Brendan Simone in honor of Lady Macbeth.
Alright, we are now on the scene with Lady Macbeth. She has died at the age of 40, November 25th, 1087. It's a sad tragedy. There will be a short funeral service to remember her. Silent march going from the town center at 11 to the funeral site of where she will be buried at 12. And may I ask you to please be silent, because this is a silent march. And may Macbeth, Lady Macbeth, always be remembered deep down in our hearts, and may us always remember how much of a kind, sweet, and queen she was. Now for Lady Macbeth to have silence.
After the riot, the heir of King Duncan, Malcolm, was going to be crowned king soon after Macbeth was executed in a bloody altercation between him and new war hero Macduff. However, is he fit for the throne? With us, we have Jacqueline Romero with her opinion on the coronation.
Macbeth has fallen, the King of Scotland has died, meaning we need someone to take his place, a great leader that we can trust. Malcolm is the person we need. The main reason is that Malcolm is part of the royal bloodline. The king announced him as his heir. Our wise King Duncan saw his firstborn worthy of being the ruler of Scotland. We should do the same. At first he fled, but then he made alliances with King Edward, the King of England. Thanks to these alliances, Malcolm had the King of England by his side with 10,000 men prepared to fight with him against Macbeth. When Macduff arrived at the English court asking for help to dethrone Macbeth, Malcolm tests him. A good king needs to know who he can trust. Malcolm tells horrible things about himself, and Macduff honestly convinced Malcolm that he was someone that should be by his side. For these reasons and more that I said, Malcolm will be a great leader. We should support him and guide him to make Scotland great again.
And now with Dishes with the Witches, I wonder what today's meal is going to be.
Yeah, their food is delicious. Why don't you demonstrate how to make these wonderful dishes?
Hello and welcome to Dishes with the Witches. We're very honored to be here. Today we're going to be making a potion. So take out a pen and paper and jot down these ingredients. You will need a tooth of a wolf, a snake fillet, a newt's eye, a frog toe, wool of bat, tongue of dog, adder's fork, lizard's leg, Howlet's Wing, Scale of Dragon, Witch's Mummy, Maw and Gulp of the Rabid Salt Sea Shark, Root of Hemlock, Liver of Blaspheming Jew, Gall of Goat, Slips of Yew, Nose of Turk and Tartar's Lips, Finger of Birth Strangled Babe. Simmer that for 3 hours and repeat this poem. Hold up. Let me get a close-up view. This is our beautiful potion. Now, add in the final ingredients. Put that in. And repeat this poem.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Now, add a little bit of magic. And you have yourself. Side effects of this potion include drowsiness, tiredness, feeling dizziness, anxious or agitated, indigestion, nausea, diarrhea, loss of appetite, sweating, tremors or shaking, and but not limited to sleep problems and insomnia. Thank you for joining us for Dishes with the Witches!
Bro, drop the mic, bro.